you Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 6, Episode 6. By the end of this episode, Mama Joyce will be called all kind of bitches. So if you don't want to hear it, please click off, because I am going to go in and I'm going to disrespect Candy's mom to the fullest. I'm not going to say sorry to Candy, because your mama deserved this, and her three stooges ass sidekicks. So anyway, it starts off with Carmen going to see Candy, and Candy is finally looking at wedding books. She tell her that, you know, they had the dinner with the mom, and she kind of apologizes, and now she can move forward. So Carmen's like, what did she apologize for? So she was like, well, she apologized for making me cry, but she didn't apologize for what she said. She still stand by what she said. And I'm sitting there like, Candy, you delusional. Candy is delusional as shit. So then they talk about the rumors. You know, Carmen brings up the rumors about her and Todd. You know, Carmen is not feeling that shit that Mama Joyce is allowed to do this type of shit. Candy talked to her mama about that, because that's not, you know, good look from nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever. So then they talk about the pictures on the wall. So they go and look at the pictures. And she was telling her how her mama feel like she should be on the wall. So Todd comes in and was like, who live here? And I was like, yes, Todd, say that shit again. Who lives there? Please tell us. Because Mama Joyce act like she live in a fucking basement. She live in the walls. I don't know. She live on the porch. She act like she got a stock in the house. She pays some bills. I don't know. But she act like she do something. So anyway, Carmen walks off. And Todd talks to Candy about her mama. And was just like, you need to talk to your mama. You need to let her know. You need to put her in her place. Candy is like, I can't do that. And I'm sitting there like, you're going to not have no friends or no dick if you don't do something. And he was telling her, like, she was like, I can't disrespect my mom. And he was like, well, it's not about being disrespectful, but you just need to put her in her place and say that she can't come over here being disrespectful to your future husband. And I so agree with Todd. And I'm like, Todd, Candy, you're going to be single for the rest of your life with a mama like that. And if you can't have a backbone and just say, mama, back the fuck up, you know, without, you don't even have to be said, you know, you ain't got to say it like me, tell her to back the fuck up. But you do need to tell her, mama, this is our relationship. There are some things that we roll with over here that you might not roll with. So if you don't roll with that, stay at home. I'll come visit you. But you ain't got to come up over here. You ain't got to sleep with Todd. You ain't got to do nothing up over here. So just sit at your house. Get a, you know, game going, Pekino game going with your homegirls, and sit your ass down. That's a nice way to say it. Because if it was me, I would have just told her, sit your ass down, mama, or your check's gonna stop. I'm just saying. So anyway, Nene, Greg, and Brent goes over to her friend Monique's house. She, you know, good friends with Monique. Monique is married to an ex-NFL player named Chuck. I don't know who he played for. I didn't care. So they go back in the back. I guess Chuck was in the second wedding. And him and Greg, you know, became real good friends, whatever. So they back there talking. We're talking about how they need to be, you know, be around each other more and all that kind of stuff. And they need to get around with the girls. So Nene started being messy as fuck. And started saying, well, didn't you date Candy? And I'm sitting there like, what do that have to do with this conversation? And especially with his wife sitting there, I was just like, really, Nene? Then she was talking about, he was like, well, she was a one-hit wonder. And then he was like, well, no, because I've heard you say before, previously, that you dated Candy. So, I guess Nene is about to stir up some bullshit. Just saying. Then she brings up that he fucked Phaedra. And he was like, you know, we went to school together. Phaedra was, I think, a year younger than him or something. And he was like, and Nene was talking about, well, back in the day, we knew she had a reputation as being the head doctor. And I could recall, Nene was acting like she didn't know Phaedra. When Phaedra first came on the scene, Nene was acting like she did not know her. Her family might have knew her, but she didn't know her. So all of a sudden, now you know her reputation. You know she was sucking dick. Come on now. My thing is, and I was kind of pissed off with Nene because I'm like, if that was Nene, if Nene was watching them talk about her on a lunch and she wasn't there, she would have been all on fucking Twitter like, oh, these bitches always talking about me when I'm not around. I'm always the topic of discussion. Bitch, why did you bring up Candy and Phaedra when they wasn't there? Messy as fuck. I don't know why people is liking Nene this season because she messy as fuck. And she thinks she better than everybody else. So, no, I don't give her a fucking pass. Bald head bitch. I don't give that bitch no pass. I don't like Nene. No. I don't like this new rich bitch think she better than everybody. Throwing everybody else under the bus. Shading people where they live. None of that. That shit is whack as fuck. So, anyway, moving on. Phaedra is at her house. I guess she finished school for the semester. Apollo comes in and he wants to talk to her. And he starts off apologizing for, you know, them not talking and what he did in a little situation and argument last time. Then he goes back and was like, well, I apologize, but you only hear what you want to hear. And I was just like, oh, this conversation finna go left. So then they going back and forth, back and forth. I didn't give a fuck because I felt like you still gonna be with him. You still gonna be with him. So it really wouldn't even matter what y'all talking about. They kind of made up. He felt like he don't want to be friends with Kenya, but he's not going to go out his way to be mean and disrespectful to her. And I'm just like, I'm over y'all two bullshit. Y'all just need a storyline. But then I just read something this week that she filed for divorce. And I was like, oh shit, I remember saying that in the first damn season episode. That this going to be their storyline for next season. That they going to be filed for divorce and trying to work on their marriage or whatever. Everybody saw this shit coming. So I'm going to move right along. So anyway, Candy and Carmen, Todd, Victor, her little dance choreographer dude, and the other cast members or whatever, everybody except Portia went to one of Victor's dance classes because Candy trying to dance to get fitted back into, you know, she want to fit into her wedding dress. So all the ladies come and drink. That's when Nene tells them why Portia wasn't there. Portia's in the hospital. She fainted. They called her sister, and her sister said, yeah, she fainted, yada, yada, yada. So they sent her their blessings to her. Nene invite the girls to another part of Georgia. I think it was Savannah. And I was just looking like Phaedra and Kenya was like, you know these bitches don't get along, so why would you invite them? Like, well, I don't know. But maybe y'all needed a girl trip for the show, so everybody said yeah. But I didn't get it. And I'm hoping they get into it. Hopefully this will give us the drama that we need out of this boring bullshit. I'm just saying. But anyway, because besides Mama Joyce crazy ass, we don't get no drama, no excitement for this show. Leon and Noelle, they meet up and they walking down the street. I guess they went to Starbucks. I don't know. But they drinking like some iced coffee and they talking about her new boyfriend. She's telling him his name is Arthur. He just like, why you didn't tell me? She was like, I don't think it was that serious. And I'm sitting there like, that's your daddy. That's your daddy. Do you not think it was that serious for Peter to know and not your biological father? Do you not think he was going to feel some kind of way? Now, no shade to Peter, and because I understand that's Cynthia's husband. But your father is, especially if you guys have a good relationship, he will want to know some shit like that. And if he ain't serious, why'd you bring him to your house? Just saying. So then he goes back to the house and he talks to Cynthia about it. They basically want to, then they talk about, he wants to be able to talk to her. They talk about how do they talk to her about sex and all that kind of stuff. And he wants to be the one to talk to her because he feel like he's a man. Cynthia ain't sleeping with no girl, so she don't know what to really tell her. She did say she told her that it wasn't a pleasure experience when the girl asked her. And I was like, okay, you being honest with her, you being straightforward with her, that's cool, that's cool. But all this approving that she got a boyfriend, I don't know. I'm just on the fence with that. It's because, I don't know, back in the day when we had said we had a boyfriend, it wasn't just the way it is now. These little girls are trying to be the next damn teen mom, 16 and pregnant. So it's kind of hard to just say, okay, go get a boyfriend, because then they think that shit can lead to other things, and we don't want to promote that. Just saying. So, Portia and her sister, they at the drugstore. They trying to get her some medicine. She's been having headaches and shit. And so she was at her mama house. She passed out. She fainted. She was talking about she felt like Snow White and shit. And I'm sitting there like, girl, if you passed out, how the hell do you know how you fainted? Maybe you, when you woke up, you wasn't in the position that you thought you should have been in. But you don't know how the hell you fainted. Unless your ass was fake fainting. Then I didn't like how she threw Cordell in there when they came to checking her blood pressure. And she was like, I know he not putting no voodoo on me. Why are you bringing Cordell up? Why are you shading him and throwing him under the thing? Come on, move on. And I hope she really move on, because now I heard that their divorce is final. So I really hope she moves on, because I'm over her and Cordell and her trying to blame him like she didn't have shit to do with their divorce. I'm just saying. Kenya and her auntie Lori walk in, and they talking about her having kids, her having a man. She talk about, her auntie tells her she picks the wrong man all the damn time, and she like, I know that. No, you don't, because you keep picking the wrong motherfuckers. I'm just saying. Then they talk about her and having babies without having a man, and I'm sitting there like, why are y'all promoting this type of shit, saying, okay, you couldn't get a man but you could still have a baby. Okay, what are you gonna tell your fucking child when your child grow up? Well, I couldn't find a man, but I wanted you anyway, so therefore I had you, but too bad you ain't got no daddy. That's what she's saying. So anyway, moving on to them, because I just want to get to the last part so I can go off on Mama Joyce. I ain't gonna even lie. So Carmen and Candy and her friend Kwame, they go to the bridal store. Mama Joyce and her sidekicks is gonna come in later, but she tries on dresses. As she trying on dresses, Carmen and Kwame is sitting there talking, and they talking about Mama Joyce and Todd or whatever, and the cheating rumors, and how she ain't gonna be able to get married because Mama Joyce is not liking Todd, and she think that Carmen is fucking with Todd. Carmen is like, I'm not fucking with Todd. These rumors are sickening. I don't even know why she doing this. They talk about she was coming to the bridal store, and as she comes, they talking about her. She's coming in the store with her two sisters, sidekicks, Three Stooges, the Golden Girls. I don't know, but I want to hit these bitches like the Three Stooges, Mo, Larry, and the other fat one. I don't know, but I want Curly. I just want to fuck these bitches up. Like, I just never wanted to be disrespectful to my elders in my life until tonight. Oh, so they were talking about the dresses and how she had on the dress and what Kwame think that she would look like in the dress. And Mama Joyce was like, she ain't gonna be wearing it. And Carmen was like, why would you say that? And she was like, she started insinuating Carmen and Todd fucking around and all this kind of stuff, talking about she need to get another man. And Carmen is just like, why is you doing that? And she just start going in on Carmen. She jumps up, want to fight. She want to throw shoes. You old ass battle act. You old battle act. Like, for real. I don't understand why this lady is on the show. Now, Carmen, when you said, why is her mama and them coming? That's her mama. That's her mama. So, of course, she was going to invite. She think her mama's on her side. She don't have no backbone with her mama. So, yes, of course, she's going to invite her mama to the bridal store. Now, I don't think she should have invited both of y'all on the same day to the bridal store, knowing how her mama felt about you. But, hey, she gets in there. They going at it. Mama Joyce is just being very, very disrespectful to Carmen. Carmen is like, I don't want to be disrespectful to you. She was like, can you better not? And she jumps up out of her seat trying to go at Carmen. The auntie telling Carmen to shut up and leave. And I'm sitting there like, why are you in her face? Sit your ass down. Go get your old ass sister. Just go out the door. I don't know. I just wanted these bitches to go. I wanted these bitches to just twist an ankle, a hip. I don't know. Grab their pacemakers. I don't know. I just don't like when old people try to be very, very disrespectful to young people and then think young people are supposed to respect them back. Fuck that. I was always taught, if you do not respect me, I'm not going to respect you. And that was from when I was a little girl. I'm not going to respect you if you don't respect me. Respect is fucking earned. I don't care how old you are. I tell my kids that anytime. I don't care if it's a grown person. If they just being very, very disrespectful to you, you do not have to be respectful to them. Especially motherfuckers that got kids and they kids ain't respectful to them, and then they expect your kids to be respectful. Hell to the no. Not gonna happen. Not with mine. I tell people all the time, if you can't get your shit in line, please don't try to get mine. But whatever. Off topic. Candy comes back in. She trying to stop her mama. They end up telling Carmen to go out in the back. And when they do, the auntie started blaming Carmen. Was like, Carmen jumped up and she started doing this to your mom. I'm like, when did that happen? Did we miss some shit in editing? Because I never seen Carmen jump up off that couch until they told her to leave. So when did that happen? They just really blame Carmen for all of this shit. And I'm sitting there like, seriously? Seriously? So then, after that, all of that bullshit, they end up getting Carmen out, and they end up making Candy, because she was like, I'm over it, I'm leaving. They end up making her try on more dresses because they wanted to see her, but every dress she tried on, they didn't like. Then they finally, the aunties, the three stooges was all saying how all of a sudden they was like, we don't want you to marry him. So, Candy was like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? She goes back and talks to Carmen, and Carmen is basically like telling her what really happened, what we all saw really happened, and she just basically still taking her mama's side. She believe it, but she don't want to admit that her mama is wrong. Talking about, I don't know what happened, I don't know who started. You know your mama is wrong. You know your mama started these fucking rumors, Candy. Please get a backbone before everybody start hating you for what your mama is doing. And I love Candy, but I don't want people to start making her get the backlash for the way her mama is acting. But if we don't see you get some kind of backbone towards your mama by the end of the season, I'm sorry, we're gonna be talking about you too. Just saying. So anyway, Carmen tells her, like, you need to make a choice. And she was like, I can't make a choice between my mama and my friend. Carmen was like, I'm not telling you that, but you need to make a choice to stand up to your mama and put her in her place. So like I said, I'm praying that Candy do that, because I really like Candy, and I really don't want to turn and start talking about her. But you got to do something about your mama. Either get her off this show, or everybody gonna talk about her ass. I'm just saying. Like, and you're not gonna be able to get mad at nobody for talking about your mama, because y'all know how editing is. Y'all know how she gonna be portrayed. So you can't get mad when people start calling your mama bitches and say she needs a damn sex toy, and she needs to get a man, and she needs to go get up under her house before the house fall on her witch ass. I don't know, but you need to do something, Candy. I'm just saying. So that's my review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 6, Episode 6. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Add me on Google+. I'll add you back. We can have a conversation. Not a problem. Check out my girl Ashley Miller, 1987. I'm so proud of you, Ashley, for getting 20,000 subscribers. I know you're going to get so much more, because her show is awesome. And Scotty from Mr. Still Standing. Love him. I know he's going to go in on Mama Joy, so please check him out. Scotty from Mr. Still Standing. He reached over 5,000 subscribers. I'm trying to be just like them. I'm just saying. So yeah, check them out. Also check out my cousin Mike B. He's doing a video every day this month. We both going to try to do a video every day this month. So check us out. Mike B 801. Make sure you subscribe. Talk to him. He will talk back. Alright, peace.